I want to tell Nigerians that God will not answer that prayers.
Oh, why?
What they did was a waste of time. What we have is a physical problem, not a spiritual problem. What we have is bad leadership. So what they are trying to do is to shift the responsibility from those that is forced on their shoulder to God. Understand me? God has given all he has to the world. Understand me?
Okay.
So what we are having in Nigeria, is a problem of leadership. So those who are saying spiritual intervention are just sycophants and hypocrites.
Are you saying praying to God is wrong at this point in time in Nigeria?
Our problem is physical, not spiritual. Understand me? What we have is physical problem which needs physical solution. So Adeboye, the Sultan of Sokoto, and the others who are saying seek spiritual intervention are just beating about the bush. Understand me? They are just protecting those politicians. Our problem is bad leadership. Bad leadership is a physical problem, not a spiritual problem. Do you understand that? So they said that when you turn away from God, you begin that to encounter hardship. It's not true.
But God is the God of all. I mean, He sees all, He knows all, He answers prayers, and so why not? If you are passing through hardship and you decide to call on God, some people will tell you it's not a bad idea.
When you are passing through man-made problems, our problem is man-made. We don't have a spiritual problem in Nigeria, so seeking a spiritual solution is diverting the attention of the people. It is shielding those who are supposed to solve this problem. It is covering up for the inept political leaders.
So are you also saying that the country doesn't need prayer in terms of insecurity or some of these things?
I said what we have in Nigeria is physical problems, and the answer should be physical solution. We don't have spiritual problems. When you have spiritual problems, you call on God. When you have physical problems, you solve it by yourself. So our problem is leadership problems. God has nothing to do with it. So those who are saying seek for spiritual help, speak for spiritual solution, speak for divine intervention, are just covering up for the leaders. Understand me? Our problem is physical and it needs physical solution. Spiritual problem needs a spiritual solution. Physical problem needs a physical solution. What we have in Nigeria is a physical problem. So pray from now till next year, and you don't address the problem that we have in this country, it will continue. So those who prayed in Kaduna just wasted their time. God will not answer this problem. Understand me? Our problem is bad leadership. That is all. We have a physical problem and we need a physical solution, not spiritual solution.
Let me get back to our national pledge. The Nigerian national pledge.
It's a scam.
O God of creation, direct our noble course. Guide our leaders right. Oh God, guide our leaders right. You know, so I don't know where this stands now.
I say it's a scam. I say it's a scam. Our constitution is a scam. Everything about Nigeria is fake. Understand me? When Abraham Lincoln was running for the president of America, what did he say? He said, I will prepare very well and one day my chance will come. Understand me? He never say I will pray very well one day my chance. He said I will prepare very well one day my chance will come. He didn't say I will be looking unto God and one day his chance will come. Understand me? When you have people who are not prepared and you put them in power, they will mess up. When you have people who don't have the right knowledge, today's knowledge, and you put them in power, they will mess up. And that's what you have in the country at the moment. 70% of the world population are youths. Why should 80 years old men be ruling, presiding over 40, 50, 30-year-old? It doesn't work.
Okay. I want to come in here. What I said is not the pledge, actually, the second stanza of our national anthem. Then I want to continue to also point to what you said now. Now, after that, help our guide our leaders, right? Help our youth the truth to know. All right. Now, you are saying that you want the youth. How can the older generation, all right, be leading the affairs in this country for like how long? When will you come to limelight? Now, are you now saying, okay, like some person said, the youths are not buoyant enough, they're not bold enough, they're not strong enough, they're not
who says
all of these things
that?
Enough, you know?
Who said
the last president said they are lazy youths in the country, you know, and all of that.
He was the laziest in the history of Nigerian governance, and that's why he messed up the economy. That's why he mismanaged the economy. You have a president who for 80 has not read a book in the last 20 years, doesn't know about the internet, about the IT, about technology. What do you expect? Understand me? Somebody said that knock is preparation that miss opportunity. Understand me? In anything at all, there must be preparation. God doesn't make use of people who are not prepared. Everybody that God used in the Bible was prepared. God is not a God of accidents. Understand me? Everybody that God used in the Bible was prepared for the job that God gave to them, and that was why they delivered. Understand? You must have the right knowledge to make the right decision. Understand me? You must have the right information to make the right decision. When you put in power somebody who tells you that he doesn't go to social media, that social media gives him hypertension in the 21st century, and you expect that person to lead you in a 21st century economy, he cannot. Understand me? He cannot. So our problem is physical, and it needs physical solution, not spiritual solution. Those imams, those pastors that are calling for spiritual intervention are hypocrites. They are sycophants. They are people that disguise and go to Aso Rock in the middle of the night. It is them that are now acting as spokespersons for the leadership in this country. Understand me? When somebody tells you that I'm going to the states of the country and telling that the people that we should seek spiritual intervention to our problem, that is an agent of politicians. That pastor is an agent of politicians. Our problem is in our own hands. Understand me?
So in Nigeria now we should stop praying.
We should solve our problems. Understand me? We should solve our problem. What we're having now has nothing to do with God. Let Nigeria pray from now till next year. This problem will still persist, because what we have is physical problem that requires physical solution. There's no two ways about it. Put the right person in power and all this thing will disappear within 2-3 years. You don't need the whole world to change a country. Just 2-3 people with the right information will change a country. This is what happened in Singapore. This China, the same thing. Brazil, the same thing. Our problem is leadership, not God. So those who are telling you seek the face of God to solve this problem are mainly deceiving you. Understand me? So those people just wasted their precious time.
Okay. So maybe if you are praying right now, what Anosike is saying,
wake up and start acting.
In essence, is that you should actually stop praying in case you're praying for the country. But
it's a waste of time. Our problem is physical.
Okay.
We have bad people, bad leaders in power. Put good leaders, everything will change.
Okay. All right. There's this issue. This Tinubu saying that you cannot get return on investment anywhere else like Nigeria in the world. I mean, I want you to just comment on that briefly before we move on.
Well, for me, it's funny because if you cannot get any return on investment anywhere more than Nigeria, why are multinationals leaving Nigeria? Why are companies in Nigeria posting huge debits? Understand me? Why is P&G? Why is Dunlop? Why is Machandin exiting Nigeria? The truth is that those people that we think that we are going to hoodwink, that we are going to deceive, know more about Nigeria than us. Understand me?
Okay.
So, if you cannot get a return anywhere in the world more than Nigeria, why are foreign companies exiting Nigeria? So that's a simple question. Why are they begging foreign companies not to go out of Nigeria? That's a very simple question. So that's what you go outside and said, and you will be mocking yourself. You will be showing how little that you know. Okay, let me also tell you one thing that is another downside that's of that Qatar meeting.
Okay,
where the president say any of my ministers that come to ask of inducement, report him to me. Understand me? Do you know what that means?
What does it mean?
Going to a country and telling them, if my ministers come and ask of a bribe or of inducement, report them to me. You are telling them that you have corrupt people in Nigeria. You are demarketing Nigeria. Understand me? Like you going to somebody and telling him, any day my son come here to ask you of anything, you are demarketing your son. So Tinubu went to Qatar to demarket Nigeria.
Is that what you think?
Because they cannot come to Nigeria and tell our president any day that their minister come and ask of bribe or report him. That was the same way that Buhari went to London and told them that Nigerians are corrupt. Understand me? That's what Buhari went to UK to say.
But there's corruption everywhere.
Corruption is not an Igbo word. It is not a Hausa word. It's not a Yoruba word. Corruption is an English word. You cannot give a name to what you don't know. Understand me? So for them to have that word, corruption, means it is existing in their own country. Why must you now go and tell them that your people are corrupt? Understand me? No American president will go outside and demarket America. No British prime minister will go outside and demarket Britain. Why must you go outside and be telling them how bad we are? Is that a good thing? It's not. Why must you go and any of my ministers that come to ask of financial inducement, report him? You are just telling them that you have a bunch of corrupt ministers.
But all of these, on the other hand, people will tell you it's just a way whereby the president wants to at least convince someone to come invest in his country, Nigeria.
I'll go and invest where the president has told me that the people are not honest.
You are a businessman. I think these are business strategies, that people employ.
To confuse who? to hoodwink somebody who knows more than you. Let me tell you, the day that this Nollywood actor Sam what Loco died. I'm a journalist. I'm in Nigeria. Somebody in UK gave me that information. Somebody in America called me and told me. I'm in Nigeria. Sam Loco died in Nigeria, but it was somebody in America that broke the news to me. Understand?
Okay.
It was Omoyonde Showore that called me from America and told me, Peter, are you aware that Sam Loco is dead? Do you understand that? It was Showore that called me and broke that. I said, I don't know. He said it's true. Understand me? So these people abroad know Nigeria more than we do. Internet has made the whole world a community. So and every information is in the internet. Understand? So you cannot go to Dubai or to UAE and tell them that Nigeria is this and that this is where you can get your investment this in return. Nigeria has only about 4,000 and something megawatts, which is not even enough for Lagos State alone. Understand me? Which is not even enough for Lagos State alone. That's the electricity that we have.
Generate. Yeah.
Understand me? It's not even enough to give Lagos State 24-hour power supply. And this is what a country of 222 million have. Okay, the cement that you talked about, Nigeria has 30 cement companies. One, Nafad, Bua, Dangote. Egypt has 51. Egypt has 51 functioning cement companies. 51. Nigeria has 30 only. So this information are there. You cannot deceive anybody unless somebody who wants to be deceived. Understand me?
Yeah.
Unless somebody who wants to be deceived. These people know how tough our business environment is. They know that multinationals are exiting from this country. So when you are telling them that there will be nothing in their mind, you'll be making a fool of yourself. Understand me? So you don't go to tell them what they already know.
Let me now also bring in this cement issue. I earlier mentioned that Nigerians are now, because of the cost of cement, they now opt for container houses. I saw a couple of pictures where people are now raising containers, and Nigerians are very creative and it looks so very good. But we ask, for how long will this continue? Again, we now hear not quite long that Nigerians, 3 cement manufacturers recorded profit of about 710.03 billion naira in 2023. That was last year.
Well, for me, I'm not surprised.
Profit.
Nigeria is a developing nation, and the one thing about a developing nation is construction. Understand? We have the housing deficit that we have in Nigeria cannot be closed even in the next 50 years. So construction must always be going on, and the house is over 90% what? Cement. Understand me? A house is just a wall and a roof, isn't it?
But recording this margin just in a year, 2023, is that not much, or how do we place that?
Well, these
710.
These are private investors. Understand me? Government don't have any cement company. So they sell as they produce. Understand me? And Nigeria country has a population of over 2 120 million. Construction is going on a daily basis, and these people are behaving like Rambo on the news. They fix their own prices. Understand me? They fix their own prices. Government is not looking at
But the president said they should make sure the price is between 6,000 naira and 7,000 naira. You mean it's not doable? They should. I mean, they will continue to control the price.
So, if the cement is between 6 and 7,000, why the president inherited it at 3,500, 4,000 from the last government? Has he done well? Has he done well? And again, mind you, these people, one, the raw materials are in the country, but they buy diesel. Understand me? There are other things that come into the production of cement, which are also affected by the inflation and the current and the exchange rate. Understand me? So president cannot just give an order, say between so price, why, and that ends it.
So it's not possible.
It's not possible. We should be realistic. President cannot tell me how much I will sell my product without contributing. Understand me? If government want to fix price for them, he should subsidize things for them. Understand me? I cannot just go to my network factory, produce without government assisting me and now fix price for me. I will not agree. It cannot happen. Understand me? And this is the easiest way of killing businesses in the country. People will stop to do what? Produce. So saying that president said you should send us 6,000, 7,000, what effort, what contribution did the presidency made in the production of that product? That's the question. Understand me? That is the question.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. In case you're just tuning in, I want to say welcome. Feel free to join us on YouTube. All right, we're streaming live. They're just right there. And we quickly also need your contributions, in the comment section. Okay, so just feel free. Now, before I continue with Peter Anosike, let me just drop this information that no fewer than 40 million telephone lines were barred by telecommunication operators over the weekend. 40 million. Following the expiration of the February 28, 2024 deadline issued by the Nigerian Communications Commission, mandating telecom users, customers to link the subscriber identity model to their national identity numbers. Is yours affected? Well, these represent about 28 million increase from the 12 million telephone lines initially banned or planned to be deactivated by telecos. 40 million. Right? Okay. Now, let's talk more. Peter Anosike. We hear that the Senate, has said it will quiz some officials of the CBN on how the 30 trillion naira Ways and Means loan was obtained and spent by the federal government during Muhammadu Buhari-led administration. I just want you to throw in your thoughts on this. The chairman of the Senate ad hoc committee, Senator Issa Jibrin, who made the disclosure in an exclusive interview with journalists, also revealed that the panel would commence the probe this week. The Senate had on Tuesday appointed Jibrin as the chairman of the panel to probe the 30 trillion naira Ways and Means loans released by the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, to the Buhari's administration. Now they want to probe this money, 30 trillion naira.
Well, Jude, one thing with me, Nigerian currency,
the past administration,
Nigerian currency doesn't sound much in my ear. Understand? 30 trillion, convert it into dollars, how much? Understand? But the truth is that what they know who to invite for questioning. Understand? According to the CBN Act, the CBN is directly under the supervision of the president. Understand me? The CBN is directly under the supervision of the president, not the Minister of Finance. The Minister of Finance does not supervise CBN. It is the president that gives directive to the CBN governor. Understand? So if the CBN want to print money, the Minister of Finance will not even be put in the know. The Minister of Finance will not even be informed, which is wrong. Understand me? Which is wrong. But because we have one of the most powerful presidents in the world, understand? Our president, Nigeria president, has too much powers. Understand? The Constitution turned him into the Queen of England or the King of England, who can do anything and get away with it. Understand? So the panel should know who to invite.
Some Nigerians have said, if you really want to dig deep into this, why not bring in the former president? And again, people ask, will it be possible for the current president to bring in the past president on issues like this?
If they are not serious, then they will stop it. They should stop any investigation, because for me, this is an open and closed case. Understand me? They know the people that should give them all the information that they need. No need beating about the bush. Just a mere Fende and former President Buhari. Understand me? So saying that they are investigating, what are they? There's no need for investigation.
Let's talk about the current hardship in Nigeria. I'm sure you've also heard that the Minister of Works, I'm talking about Dave Umahi, said that the President Tinubu's led administration should not be blamed for the present economic hardship across the country. Should not be blamed. That the current, the Tinubu administration should not be blamed at all. But remember, the man said he will hit the ground running. But no, let me get your thoughts on that.
Well, for me, Umahi is playing politics. Understand me? Umahi is playing politics. There's no way Bonda Ahmed Tinubu will be exonerated from the woes, from the failures of the Buhari administration, because he was the national leader of APC. He was instrumental to bringing Buhari to power, but not to function, but as a stopgap for himself. Understand me? Okay. So Tinubu did not bring Buhari to work for Nigerians. He brought Buhari as a stopgap for himself. Understand? Let me bring this man to be there for 8 years. He has a 12 million population in the north. After him, I will come in. Understand me? So Buhari was never made president to rule Nigeria, but to stand in to make way for Tinubu. Understand me? And that's exactly what happened. That's why after Buhari, Tinubu boldly declared, "It's my turn." Understand me? So that's the game. Nigerians are just like a chessboard. Nigerians are pawn on the chessboard. Understand? So the issue is this. But saying that Tinubu will not be blamed for what is happening now. Who else? For now, Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. He has been there for 9 months. Understand me? He knew the problem that he was going to inherit. It's not that he was in Dubai or in Paris. He has been in Nigeria. He knows what is going on. He knows the state of the economy before he decided to run for the office of the president. Understand me? So, and being in office for 9 months. Understand? Because one as a journalist, when I go to interview maybe aspiring senators, governors, I always ask them, what are the problems of your people that you want to represent? You must know the problem of the people that you are going to represent, because it's your responsibility to solve problems, not to talk about problems. A leader solves problems, not talk about problems. Followers discuss problems. Leaders solve problems. So the number one person to hold responsible for what is happening now is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We don't have any other quote and unquote president than Tinubu. Whatever happens in Nigeria now, it is Tinubu that everybody will call, no other person. Understand?
According to Umar, he said past administrations had build-ups of farmers and herders conflict, among other forms of insecurity, which he said adversely affected food production in the country.
That is no news. We know. Understand? We know. Tinubu Buhari has come and gone. He failed woefully. Understand? And if you look at the WAEC result of Buhari, he got F9 in maths. Go and Google it. He got F9 in maths. You cannot run a 21st century when you don't have knowledge of mathematics. Understand me? Mathematics is data. Understand me? Mathematics is strategy. Understand me? So when I saw that thing, F in maths, I know that Nigerians are done for. And this is a man who was not updating his knowledge, who was not reading books. How can you cope? You don't have the latest information, you must fail. Understand me? Without the latest information, you cannot run a 21st century economy without data. You cannot. And this guy failed as more than we even expected. Understand? And Tinubu knew that he would fail. Understand me? So he inherited both the liabilities and assets of Buhari, but has failed to manage it. Listen to me. The most important announcement that Tinubu will have made in May 29, when he assumed office, is, I'm going to restructure this country. That is the only announcement that he will have made. Even if this problem is happening now, Nigeria would not mind. He started badly. Understand me? He started, and once you start something badly, and you have 4 years, you can only correct it on the 3rd year. Understand me? Once you started badly for something that you have 4 years for, you can only correct it on the 2nd quarter, which is the 3rd year. And that's what is going to happen to this administration. For things to begin to get better at all, it should be from the 3rd year, but I'm not even saying it, because they have not laid the right foundation. They have not laid the right foundation. The issue of security are not being properly addressed. Understand? The issue of developing, building businesses are not being properly no.
I think it's part of what Umar is saying. He said you cannot sort out all of these challenges overnight. You don't expect to dissolve all of these issues overnight. That Tinubu is working towards making sure that things are better.
Umar is talking politics. He's not talking reality. One, our economy cannot grow when the business environment is harsh to investors. Understand me?
Okay.
Our economy cannot grow when you cannot boast of 4-hour electricity. Understand? Our economy cannot grow with all these bad roads. Understand me? An instance, during their first meeting last Wednesday, they awarded a contract that is for road construction from Lagos to Port Harcourt. Understand? It was given to high tech. Understand me?
Yeah.
Which is a company that Tinubu has interest in. Chagori family. Tinubu brought them to Nigeria. They are the one that built Eco Atlantic. Understand? They are Tinubu's business partners. Understand? So you awarded a road contract to a company that you have interest in. This is corruption. Understand me? And but that road contract is not even what we want. Another, we have Jonathan awarded a rail line contract between Calabar and Lagos State. Understand me? A rail lasts far more than road. Do you understand that? A rail can last for 20, 30, 40 years, but no road can last beyond 4 years. So it would have been better if they have awarded that rail line contract between Calabar and Lagos State, so that it will be carrying containers from Lagos to the south, and southeast. This will reduce the money that importers are paying carrying containers from Lagos to Onitsha, Lagos to Port Harcourt, Lagos to Uyo. Understand me?
I also want to look at what Umahi said as regards you are from the southeast. I want to take you to southeast and point out what he also said. Umahi now, he said that the residents of the southeast will not join their counterparts in other regions rather to protest against the high cost of living in Nigeria. According to him, he said there's no need for protest in southeast because Tinubu has solved all our problems in the southeast. That's what he said.
Hey, as I said, he is talking politics. I understand me. Umahi is talking politics. And Winston Churchill said that politicians don't believe themselves. So it surprised them when others believe them. Understand me? That's what Winston Churchill, one of a British foremost statesmen, said. That politicians don't believe themselves. They don't believe what they say. Therefore, it surprises them when others believe them. So the Southeast are not joining protests, not because Tinubu is doing well. Understand me?
Okay.
That is not the reason why Southeast are not joining this. It's not that Tinubu is doing well. Everybody with conscience know that Tinubu's 9 months is a colossal failure. Understand me? Southeast are not protesting because one, they did not give Tinubu their mandate. Understand me? That's number one reason why Southeast are not protesting. They did not give Tinubu their mandate. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, they have gotten used to all these kind of things. Understand me? They fought a 30-month civil war, barricaded everywhere. Understand? No food was coming in. So they have gotten immune to this. You cannot threaten an Igbo man with hunger. It has gone beyond that. Understand me? An Igbo man is not a beggar. And Amajeri does not work in the southeast. We produce, Wonder Shoyinka said an Igbo man can squeeze water from the rock. So hunger doesn't shake us, it doesn't threaten us. Understand me? It is those that hunger still conquer that are protesting. Igbo people has put hunger under their feet. Understand me? We have seen hunger and conquered hunger. We are thinking of more important things. Understand me? So this hunger thing is not our problem. We have gone beyond it. It is those who are used to handouts, because now those handouts are not coming. It is them that are complaining.
Well, according to Umar, he said the president has solved the major problems of the region, the southeast region.
And what that
which he said was the incessant clash between farmers and herders.
Let me tell you that the truth.
Okay.
Herdsmen has killed more people in his own Ebonyi state than in any other state in the southeast. Herdsmen has killed far more people in Ebonyi than in any other state in the southeast.
What are your facts?
It's obvious now. It's obvious. 50% of Ebonyi state are bushes. Understand me? You cannot get a thick bush in Anambra state. Understand me? Where you can still see bushes is in Ebonyi state. Understand me? Because that is the least developed part of the southeast. And cows eat what? Grasses. And Omahi sold Ebonyi to the Fundanese because one boy that goes by the name Tunde Buhari promised him president. Understand me? One boy by name Tunde Buhari promised him president.
Again, I ask.
That was why he decamped from PDP to APC.
Again, I ask. What are your facts?
They are there.
Facts you have.
They are there. They are there. They are there. It is Tunde Buhari that promised Omahi president. That's why he decamped from APC from PDP to APC, not knowing that the same person had promised Amechi president. That's Rotimi Amechi promised Emefiele president, promised Ayade president. The same boy funding adults. Understand me? The same boy funding adults, and because of that, Omahi decamped from PDP to APC. That is going to be president, and sold his land to Fundanese. Tunde Buhari is from Katsina State. Understand me? So that's why even when other states we are protecting against this ranching, Omahi said that he's going to give Ebonyi land for ranch, thinking that if we appease the North, they will make him president. So Tinubu has not solved any problem in the southeast. He has not solved any problem anywhere. Understand me? He is still swimming in problems. You have to bring your head out of problems before you can see problems. Look, Jude, the mind that you use to cause problem, you cannot use it to solve it. That's what Nigerians don't know. You cannot use the same mind that you use that to cause problem that to solve it. You need a different mindset. And this
no problem can be solved from the level of consciousness that created it. Yes,
that is it. So, and this present administration is still having that same old mindset. Understand me? They have not have a mind shift. It's until when they have a mind shift that Nigeria will think of getting out of where we are at the moment. So Omahi is mainly talking politics, and I'm sure that he did not believe what he said.
Again, he said that that the southeast region's present predicaments are self-inflicting. How? Stressing that the activities of the unknown but known gunmen unknown but known government are now the major challenges of the Southeast.
Then why don't Tinubu solve it? Because Tinubu have never made any proclamation on the herdsmen farmer said this anywhere in the country. He had never made announcement on it. He had never made any statement on it. So what they are talking of in the East is the unknown gunmen. So I don't know of the known gunmen. If Omahi knows the known gunmen, he should tell us. For me, I don't know them.
Let me quote him. If you check very well, especially in the Southeast, you will know that we no longer have incessant farmers-herders clashes.
And Tinubu has nothing to do with that. Tinubu has nothing to do with that. Understand me?
Okay.
Tinubu has nothing at all to do with that. So, Omahi should mind his words.
Let me finish what he said. He said, so why should we join the protest when the president has solved our major problem? The problem we now have in the South is self-inflicted.
Jude,
yeah?
So the cause of the crisis, is it farmers and herders? Is it? The protest in the country, is it because of the farmers?
No.
You say it. So
he is referring to what is obtainable in the Southeast.
Maybe he has started taking his own 40 years old whiskey too.
Oh, really?
Sure, it's possible. He's in Abuja, understand me, and the former River State governor is also in Abuja. So maybe the former River State governor is giving him a part of the whiskey.
Now, away from the South, I still want to remain in the Southeast though. This Abia State issue, we hear that following the commission of geometric power in Osisioma by the president last week, media space in Abia State has been taken over by a raging verbal war between loyalists of former governor Okezie Ikpeazu and those of the present governor Alex Otti. The subject of the media clash is the 5% stake which the aides and close allies of the former governor said was acquired by Okezie Ikpeazu in geometric power on behalf of the Abia State government.
Well, for me,
I don't understand this $5 million investment issue. I don't know. I really want to
say 5% stake.
And it's $5 million. I want you to help us understand.
So for me, Okezie Ikpeazu and Buhari and brother and sister with regard to administration. Understand me? So Okezie Ikpeazu is a failure, a colossal failure. Understand?
Okay.
He never shifted as a governor for 8 years. He performed woefully. This is a man who was celebrating that Mr. Biggs has come to Abia State. A governor celebrating that Mr. Biggs, which is even a private business, has come to Abia State. Understand? So the issue is this. It will be better for him to just go and lie down in his house and stop talking and tell his so-called media is to also stop talking, because what is happening now is a shame to them. Understand? Because somebody was saying that I read what this tout that Adeyinju said, that Alex Otti don't know about this Osisioma stuff. So for me, and I saw it that's in the social media.
Why would you? First of all, why would you refer to him as a tout?
He is nothing more than a tout.
No, but you shouldn't call someone that.
Okay. That's because of NBC, but that Adeyinju is a tout.
No, but just continue with that. But just
I was in the
use of words.
Labour movement. I was in the Labour movement for 10 years. I know all these people. I was in the Labour movement for 10 years. I know all these so-called activists. Understand? Before Chima Obani died, who was the president of CLO, Chima Obani told me that his word is those who will succeed him when he's no more on this seat. Because he said, Peter, all these people that you are seeing are not sincere. That's what Chima Obani told me. That's what Chima Obani told me a week before he died. That all these people that I'm seeing pretending to be activists, that they are not sincere, and Adeyinju was one of them. Understand me? So Adeyinju was saying that why should Adex Oti be celebrated for what he doesn't know anything about. Understand? So I read that on social media, and my response was, for vagabonds like Adeyinju, vagabonds are just people who don't know history. It is not a bad word, though it sounds tough, but it's not a bad word. Vagabonds simply people who don't know history. Understand? I said that the first funding that Bat Energy received came from Diamond Bank when Anex Oti was the MD of Diamond Bank. That was 2004.
Okay.
Understand me? The first funding that Bat Energy, this geometric received was from Diamond Bank when Anex Oti was the MD of Diamond Bank. What does that show you? That he is part of that. Understand me? And God just made it that the person who started it also ended it. Understand me?
All right.
So Anex Oti gave Bat Energy the first initial funding as the MD of Diamond Bank. Maybe a lot of people don't know this. Understand? So he started it, and it was completed in his own tenure. That's God's doing. So it just for history are not being taught in schools anymore.
VOP 90.3 FM. I know some persons are so ready to talk to us. I know. Okay, you know what will happen? Let's do this. I'll go on a very short break, and when I come back, I'll get to open up the studio lines, and you will be part of the conversation. Is that okay? Let's go on a very short break. I'll be right back.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos Airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort. Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafty Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Dear valued listeners, we believe in free speech, but with freedom comes responsibility. We like to remind you to be mindful of the power of your words and the impact they can have on others. As members of Voice of the People community, it is crucial that we foster an environment of respect as we desire healthy discussion and diverse opinions. So, how do you contribute to a more responsible and informed dialogue? 1. Fact check before you speak. Take time to verify the information you intend to share. 2. Respectful language. Choose your words thoughtfully and avoid derogatory or offensive words. 3. Encourage a healthy debate. 4. Lead by example as a listener. You also have a powerful voice. To be part of the conversation, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903 or send a WhatsApp message to 0700 903 9039. Words have power. Use them right.
Oh yeah, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I'm back. All right. Let's get to open up the studio lines and get your views, your opinion, your comments, your query, your observation, and everything. But if only you keep it civil the way I like it, take it easy. Okay. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. If it's your first time here, I do these every weekday between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Okay. So let's get to the phone lines now quickly. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. That's it. I'll take it one more time. 0700 903 903 903. Then if you want to send a WhatsApp message to us, you're free to do that. The number is 081 717 563 38. 081 717 563 38. Words have power. Use them wisely. Okay? Thank you so very much. Good afternoon to you. Hello? Can you hear me? All right. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon. God bless you.
Good afternoon.
Please tell that man in your studio that all what he said is something that the prophet that he said. While we need Peter Anosike is saying, therefore, he showed them going to flame people. Please, you should withdraw that statement. Ebon Produce one of the best in Nigeria. Former Minister of Science and Technology has first class of the University of Lagos. Our former governor has first class 1966. Martin Eleki, University of Nigeria, Soka. One who has PhD, the first Africa to get a Harvard University. Why is he talking about it? What type of statement is?
Okay. That's all right.
Please tell him to withdraw that.
All right. Thank you so much. You want to quickly respond to that?
I said Dave Omahi sold Ebonyi State to the Fundanese. I'm repeating it. Dave Omahi sold Ebonyi State to the Fundanese because Tunde Buhari promised him presidency. Understand me?
Okay. I really want to understand what he said. He said Ebonyi is one of the best, has produced, one of the best, set of people in the southeast.
I don't know about that.
He mentioned a couple of names. You heard him.
I don't know about that. He mentioned every state has their own. Understand? Every state has their own heavy weights. Understand me? Every state has their own heavy weights.
All right. Good afternoon to you.